Hello YouTubers, I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to my channel. Steve Byrne here, aka Pop'nFresh87. That's what I go by on my Xbox and my Twitch account. And in today's episode, we are looking at into the future and we'll be travelling to the year 2160. If you're enjoying this kind of content, then please do feel free to subscribe and also hit the little bell button so you get notified when my videos go live. And if you like the video, please leave a like and comment if you like to leave a comment, really. So with that being said, let's go and take a look at England. As we left the last episode, we can see here that Manchester City were the champions at the end of the last episode. So I'm going to slowly scroll up and see if there's any new teams that have won the league. Let's have a look. So we can see Tottenham, Man City, Derby, good old Derby, Man City, Man United. Then it stayed in Manchester between the two teams for quite a while until 55-56 when Watford decided to get themselves another league title, as did Derby. Man United clawed one back, and then Derby, and then finished off with Manchester United. So again, it's mainly Manchester United, Manchester City, Derby, and with a little bit of Watford and a bit of Tottenham winning the league in the last 20 years. If we look at the runners-up again, pretty much the same kind of teams. Liverpool are added to that mix. Arsenal were added to the mix by finishing third a couple of times. And even Brighton finished third in the year 46-47. So it's going pretty well for the Manchester clubs right now. So let's go and take a look at the FA Cup, see if they're having successes there as well. We left episode 6 with Manchester City also winning the FA Cup against Derby at Wembley, obviously. So I'm going to scroll up now to see if there are any new champions on the horizon. So again, it looks like it's staying in Manchester. Man United twice, Chelsea, Derby, Liverpool, Brighton, Aston Villa, Derby, United 3 years out of 4 with Tottenham filling the gap, Watford, Man City, Southampton, Manchester United, Watford, and Port Vale have won the FA Cup in the year 58-59, and obviously Watford are the current holders. But let's have a quick look at Watford just to see if they're in the Premier League. They are a current Premier League team, so that's probably why they've gone on to win. They've probably got a bit of strength at the moment, so well done Port Vale. And lastly, in England, let's go and have a look at the Carabao Cup. Newcastle were the last team to win the Carabao Cup in episode 6, so let's slowly scroll up, see who the next 20 winners are, really. So we've got Manchester City, Manchester United, Chelsea twice, Newcastle, City, Manchester United, City twice. See, again, it's staying in Manchester, a lot of the trophies in the last 20 years. Liverpool United, Watford, Crystal Palace with a nice little win, Watford again, and then Port Vale won the Carabao Cup as well in 56-57, followed by Derby, Tottenham, and Watford were obviously Cup double winners in this season, as they also won the Carabao Cup this year. So it's been a pretty good season for Watford in the last season, and you know, I'd like to just put a little shout out to Port Vale, really. They've won 2 competitions, you know, which you would consider major. So now let's go and have a look to see who's dominating Spain. In the previous episode, Barcelona were very dominant. You know, within the last 20 years, they won it so many times, and the only other team that won it 3 times in that 20-year gap was Valencia. So let's have a look at Barcelona's dominance is continuing. So as we scroll up, Barcelona do win it in the first year of this episode, and then Atletico Bilbao managed to grab themselves a league title with Alaves finishing second, and then Alaves finished second a year later when Barca won it. And then Barcelona a few times, Valencia, Celta Vigo as Spanish champions again. And then Alaves finished second a year later. Are they going to win the league? Alaves keep finishing second. Look, that's 4 years. Vigo finished second a few times. So it's gone back to Barcelona. Eibar are Spanish champions in the 51-52 season. They beat Barcelona, and Atletico Madrid finished third. Then Barcelona, and then Vigo. Celta Vigo won it again, with Barca finishing second and Real Sociedad finishing third. Vigo retained their title a year later, and then Getafe have won the league in 55-56. They pipped Zaragoza to the title and Sevilla. No Real Madrid or Barcelona or Atletico Madrid in the top 3 that year. And then Barcelona managed to get their title back in and have won it for the last 4 years. But again, I kind of feel sorry for Alaves. Look how many times they've finished second and they've, yet to win the league here. So quite interesting that Barcelona haven't had it all their way. They took a 3-year gap there without winning the league. So I'd like to say well done to Getafe and Vigo, Celta Vigo. So with that being said, now let's go and take a look at the Italian league. There has been a mixture of teams winning the Serie A in Italy at the moment. So, we can see from here Milan, then Inter had a spell, Juventus had a spell, and Inter have just won 2 back-to-back. So let's see if there's been any change of teams in the next 20 years. So Juventus then got on a little streak, Inter break that up, and then Juventus hit another streak with Inter then going on a 6-year streak. Then Juventus taking it back, Inter, and then finally Udinese are the Italian champions in the year 59-60. Any noticeable teams that finish in second or third? There is the usual candidates, but there's a few here that finished third. Parma, Benevento finished third in the 49-50 season, and they also did in the 45-47 season as well. Chievo, Torino, Fiorentina as well finished third, but obviously Fiorentina are a quality team, so that doesn't surprise me. But the last 20 years has been pretty dominant for both Inter Milan and Juventus. Let's go and check out Germany, see how it's all going down there. So in the last episode, the German league was very predictable. It was either being won by Dortmund or Bayern Munich, and the runners-up exactly the same, were either Dortmund or Bayern Munich. So I'm going to scroll up to see if there's been any new faces that have been crowned champions. Let's go. So as I slowly scroll up, it's flicking between Dortmund and Bayern Munich again. Just gone past a decade again, there's no new names. And as we get to the top, we can see it's all been Bayern Munich and Dortmund. There's been an occasional couple of runners-ups that are different now, such as RB Leipzig and FC Cologne, Stuttgart even, Hamburger. But other than that, it's all Dortmund and Bayern Munich. So will that dominance for those two continue into the next 20 years? We'll find out next time. And finally, for the leagues, let's go and check out the French league. Paris were the champions in the last episode. So as we progress forward, I'm feeling confident that Paris are probably going to be dominating yet again, because of the streak they're on for the last decade. So let's scroll up and see how they're doing. Yep, so 5 years, they're still champions. Another decade gone, they're champions every single year. 15 years later, still champions. And all the way into the end of this episode, Paris have won it every single year on this episode. From the year 2140 to the year 2160. There's a few couple of runners up that are quite interesting. Toulouse, Brest, Rennes, Bordeaux, Toulouse. Even all the runners up are teams. It's a variety of teams, but no one's got the power that can topple Paris right now. So I can see this streak going on for a little longer. Time for the Champions League now. Let's see who are the kings of Europe. Talking of Paris's domination, they were the last team to win the Champions League as well. So let's hope they haven't won the Champions League 20 years in a row as well. Right, as we got one. Barcelona beat Manchester City. Munich then beat City and Porto. Paris won again against Man City. Juventus won it 3 times in a row, beating City, United and Bayern Munich respectively. Then Man United beat Dortmund. Then Juventus were back, winning back-to-back Champions League titles. Man City then won the Champions League against Man United. What a match that would have been. Manchester derby. Paris back in the frame, beating Juventus. Inter Milan beating Dortmund. Paris then beating Bayern Munich. Then Bayern Munich beating Paris. Revenge. Paris beating United. Bayern Munich beating City. Manchester United beating Manchester City. And then Paris beat Man United. And then RB Leipzig won the Champions League in the 59-60 season, beating Derby. So there we go. It's still in Germany. It's not Bayern Munich, but Leipzig. That's pretty interesting for them. Well done, boys. Let's go have a look at the Europa Cup. As we left episode 6, Tottenham had just beaten Chelsea to become the Europa League champions. So obviously that was an all-English final. The year before was an all-Spanish final. So let's see if there's any other finals which are all of one nation. So there we go, straight away. Derby have beaten Chelsea, so that's another all-English final. Newcastle then went on to beat Porto. Well done, Newcastle. Parma beat Zealand. Atletico Madrid beat Dortmund. Leipzig had another European trophy to their collection. They beat Wolfsburg. That's a all-out German affair. Brest from France, probably their first European trophy, beat Derby. Well done, Brest. And then even Benevento, they beat Watford. They'd obviously finished third in the Serie A quite a few times, so that's another good thing to see. And then SKN St Pölten beat Spurs. I believe they're Austrian. Yep, they beat Spurs in 47-48. Derby beat Bodo Glimt. Bodo Glimt, wow, well done for getting to the final, guys. Brighton then beat Porto. And then Porto beat SKN St Pölten. Liverpool beat Tottenham. And Hammarby beat Udinese. Arsenal then beat Brest. Derby beat Porto. Brighton beat Porto. So Brighton with another trophy, well done. Barcelona then beat Dortmund. Inter Milan beat Zealand. What was that, Zelina? And then Celtic, finally Scotland have come up and win a trophy. Well done, boys. Beat St Gallen. And Getafe beat Dortmund in the 59-60 season. So they are the current UEFA League champions. So then Getafe beat Dortmund. So they are the current Europa League champions. Well done, boys. Now let's go and have a look who's winning the World Cup. Italy were the last team in the episode to win the World Cup. They beat Chile in Germany. So as we go forward 4 years, we're going to see who the next World Cup champions are. So in 42, Germany beat France and they won that in Mexico. Then Germany won it again. They beat Holland and that was in China. Spain then went on to defeat Germany in France. And in 54, England, they've won the World Cup once again. They beat Italy in the US of A. And then in 58, Germany then won the World Cup once more. They beat Spain in Japan. So with that being said, let's go and have a look at the European Championships. Spain beat Germany in 2140 in Ukraine, Poland. Then Germany went on to beat Italy in Scotland and Wales. Then England managed to beat Italy in Russia. And then Germany beat the Italians in Portugal. The Italians have been in the last 3 finals from 52 and lost each one. Then eventually Italy get their trophy in 56 against Germany in Spain. And finally, England are the European Football Championship winners once again. They beat Germany in Switzerland, Austria. So now that we know all the winners of the competitions for the last 20 years, let's go and find out who the most expensive 3 players are. So number 1 is Xavi. He plays for Inter Milan and he's a 22-year-old Spaniard. He's rated at 98 million. Let's have a quick look at him. So as we can see, he plays up front. He's had 9 caps for Spain and scored 5 already. And like I said, he's only 22 years old, so he's got a lot of potential, especially if he's rated as the world's most expensive player. Let's have a quick look at his career. He started off in Zaragoza before Chelsea bought him for 13.5 million, and then Chelsea made a huge profit by selling him to Inter Milan for 146 million. And on second on the list is another Inter Milan player who's a 28-year-old Italian, rated 97 million, plays for Inter Milan, and that's Tiberio Scarmarcio. I think that's how you say that. Again, look at the graph. Look. This technical ability, look, finishing 19, first touch 20, dribbling 16, has 75 caps, 42 goals for Italy. The media describe him as an elite striker, I can't believe that. Let's have a quick look at his history. So he's pretty much been Inter Milan through and through. He had a little loan spell in the 50-51 season with Shakhtar Donetsk where he scored 7 goals in 14 appearances. So he definitely looks one of the best players in the world. And finishing in the top 3 is an Englishman who's 28 years old, rated at 95 million and plays for Watford. His name is Connor Johnson. Let's have a look. Again, you can just tell by looking at the graph. how impressive that is. Again, just looking at the numbers here, 18, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20s, you know, that mental area is pretty much roughly on an average is 17 and above, I'd say. He's had 75 caps and scored 13 goals for England, and it looks like he plays mainly as a centre mid. 28 years old, so let's have a quick look at his career. Started off at West Ham, and then Watford bought him for 45 million in the 51-52 season. So as usual, if you've managed to get this far into the video, I'd like to thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. And please consider subscribing if you want to see more of this kind of thing. This is a weekly episodic thing. Until then, I hope you all take care, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.